All right. How do you detect pastoral burnout? Burnout must be addressed in two stages. One is the pre-burnout stage. It's before you've become fully engulfed in being burned out. Think of a pastor who has worked for 3 weeks straight. He's done funerals, he's done weddings, he's done visitation, he's had board meetings, he's gone to civic events, and he's entertained family. For 3 weeks, he hasn't taken a break. Maybe it's a bivocational pastor who hasn't taken one break. The time to stop is right now. The time to stop and say, I need a Sabbath day. I need to turn the cell phone off, and I need time to rest. What about a pastor who has done a funeral of a child? Emotionally, they're drained, and they find themselves crying, and they find themselves separating from other people. The time to stop is now. The time to identify that if you don't do something to change patterns, you will become emotionally burned out. It could be that you've just not taken enough time with God. Your prayer life is suffering, or your studying time is not sufficient. The time to stop is now. That's the second time that it's got to be addressed, is while you're experiencing full-blown burnout. See, you've had conflict with a board member or conflict with a church member. And in the past, you would have managed that relationship so well. In the past, you would not have operated out of your emotions. In the past, you would not have been dragged into the ordeal that caused conflict. But because you're emotionally tired, because you're physically tired, because you've not studied enough and you've not prayed enough and connected with God enough, you're not operating at full capacity. Your tank is empty. You are burned out. It could be that you've gravitated into some type of sin. It started maybe as looking at someone with lustful thoughts, and then suddenly you find yourself having inappropriate conversations. You've started a process of sliding into sin. Maybe you've gravitated to some type of addiction, whether it be porn or could be substance abuse with alcohol or prescription drugs. Could be that you're taking sleeping medication because you've started feeling depressed, and the only time that you can get away from it is when you're asleep. All of that began with the fact that you were burned out. It began with the fact that you needed to take time away, time for yourself, time for your spouse, time for your family. The balance of life got out of kilter. See, in detecting pastoral burnout, you have to examine the cause of an action. Now, that's not making an excuse. You have to figure out, why did I act the way that I acted? Why did I produce that action? Why did I get up this morning and leave my wallet at home? Why did I make it out to the car with my house shoes on and not my daily tennis shoes? Why did I make it all the way to the car without my keys? Why am I crying for no reason? What is happening in me causing this? Am I tired? Am I emotionally exhausted? Am I drained? Why am I sliding? Why have I slid into this emotional state?